I want to save my soul.
We are with Holden right now, is that right?
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Tell us what you've got here. This is really sexy for me, so I don't know if you can get rid of me today, but talk us through this rig here.
Yeah, so we've got the Shogun Connect here, and then we have the Condor Blue cage and rig. Well, actually, we're missing the cage for the Blackmagic 6K full frame at the moment, but we will have that shortly. This is on an Ultimate rig, so everything here is the Ultimate rig bar the cage, which is missing. We have a Zine Meister lens here. This is the 85mm. We also have the 35mm and 50mm with us today. We should have the 14 and the 24 at BSC, which is great. That's what we've got sort of going on here. And then we do have a smaller option behind here with the Panasonic S5X. That is in a full Ultimate rig, but with the short rails on it as well. I've also made the handles a little bit smaller as well, just to make the whole thing a little bit more compact. And with this one, the beauty is I unplug a few little things, I twist this dial here, and I can remove that just to a quick handheld option as well. On there, we have the Ninja Ultra, which these are the latest from the Atomos range. So from that range, we've got the Ninja, Ninja Ultra, and then the Shogun, and the Shogun Ultra. The Ninja and the Shogun are very, very similar. They're just one's a 5-inch monitor, the other one's a 7-inch monitor. Same with the Ninja Ultra and the Shogun Ultra. They're very much the same thing, just one is larger than the other. The Shogun Connect is a slightly older one in that area, but has all of the same connection abilities, the camera to cloud features, and it also operates with the new Atom OS 11 as well, just like the Shoguns and the new Ninjas.
Moving down, I love the camera, by the way. I always wanted the Blackmagic. Tell me a bit more about what it can do. You mentioned it's 6K, right?
Correct, yes.
Is it upscaled or is it native?
That is native inside the actual...
Okay, brilliant. And full frame, right?
At full frame, yes. So it's very much just a full frame version of the Pro.
When I was looking at Blackmagics, it was a bit more bare, I must admit, so that the screen wasn't movable. Is it movable now?
It's somewhat articulating, yes. So you can pull it out and twist like that.
Okay, yeah.
So you can have this as a secondary monitor if you're in different positions.
It's big enough, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. As you can see, it's a little bit dark at the moment. You just tap the screen and it brings up the power. So they know that a lot of people were using external monitors and things like that.
That used to be a problem on Blackmagics, right? The battery power, because battery lasting.
Yes, the original 4Ks.
That's why we got these.
Yeah, SSD, the original 4K, where it was like the block.
Yeah, the first one.
The screen would heat up quite a lot. It'd be quite difficult to touch sometimes, and the SSD would obviously overheat it as well, recording to that. But that was what it only really happened when you were using ProRes, shooting all day. I used to shoot with one of those in my old production company, and overall the actual experience with them was great.
Oh yeah.
That's why we shoved the Ninja, I think it was Ninja Inferno on top of it, just to bypass that slight issue that you had.
This is obviously overkill for a normal person like myself. But if I was starting in filmmaking right now, if I wanted to get in, what would you recommend me getting, like as a starter kit, let's say?
Something on the smaller form factor like this here would be fantastic. So if I quickly just remove a couple of little things here. So if I remove this, and this, technically wouldn't even need this little section here. But I've got enough going on here to make a multiple different options. I've still got all my connection points on my cage. I've got lots of connection points on my handle. I can add additional handle here if I would like to make my life a bit easier. And this is a very easy, quick, usable rig. With a handle such as this, with the quick ARRI reset, quick release button here, I can maneuver from different positions very efficiently. So if I'm a self-shooter, one-man band, I can make my life a lot easier with that.
Is the handle on steps or is it smooth?
Have a little play, but it is very smooth, yes. So it's little steps.
Oh, okay, so it can be smooth. Okay, that's fine, yeah. I was thinking of shot like from the bottom going all the way up. Then, if it's on steps, it could kind of be jittery, but, if you can unlock it, that's totally fine.
And there's other things you can do. I mean, I was alluding to this before. I apologise for disappearing off camera for a second. But I was adding a load of little bits and bobs together to create lots of different ways to handle stuff. So, quite popular at the moment is filming in would be the opposite of 16 by 9, it'd be 9 by 6, so portrait. So holding a camera might be a little bit difficult. So I've used a variety of different accessories here, not in the correct setup, to create the ability to hold a camera in different positions, whichever I find comfortable.
Makes it super handy, doesn't it?
Yeah, you know, I can mount the bottom of my camera to this in any position I want, and I have the, you know, the confidence with this Condor Blue rigging ability to be able to hold a camera in all sorts of weird and wonderful different ways. You know, we talk about the super high-end cine glass. You know, you're paying 20, 30,000 pounds sometimes for a lens. You know, you're looking at around about 5,000 pounds for one of them. All the lenses match together within their range, which you would expect from a cine range. You aren't punished because you've got that 300-degree focal range with this, so you do have a tiny little bit of wiggle room. So if we are focusing on someone, we find the sharp point. If we miss the mark ever so slightly, we're not punished. You can see I'm remaining quite sharp on that gentleman. If I was to ×2 on him as well, you can still see I'm wiggling that around there, and I'm not missing the mark, but the focus is still moving.
So tell me, where do we get your stuff?
So, Holden is a distributor. So we distribute to many different resellers. We also have, if you're certain types of businesses, you can create an account with us as well, and you can deal directly with us. Park Cameras and Camera Centre UK.
So last question, can you price this setup?
Looking at around about 10, give or take 1,000. You know, there's VAT, there's additional elements, you know, sometimes sales, etc.
I mean, it's within the range of a filmmaker, so it's not like super over the top. Obviously, it looks over the top, but it's not really price-wise. So yeah, I'm really happy with that, honestly. Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time. It was amazing. I'm taking that home, yeah? Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Czekaj, zanim odejdziesz, mam Ci coś bardzo ważnego do powiedzenia. To sprawa życia i śmierci i zmieni wszystko na zawsze. No masz. Uciekło. Pewnie nie było ważne. Jak już tu jesteś, dziękuję, że udało Ci się dotrwać do końca filmu. Jeśli sprawi Ci to przyjemność, zrób to, o co bez przerwy proszą youtuberzy. Dzwonki, łapki i inne rzeczy, które pomogą kanałowi. Jeśli chcesz więcej tego typu treści, zapisz się do mojego newslettera. Mimo Waszych ciągłych próśb, niestety nagich fotek tam nie rozsyłam, ale dowiesz się o nowościach, dostaniesz kody promocyjne na sprzęt fotograficzny oraz dowiesz się o wartych uwagi spotkaniach i wydarzeniach. Wszystkie niepublikowane treści znajdziesz na Patronie oraz w sekcji dla członków kanału. Linki masz w opisie i na ekranie. Dołącz też do naszego forum, grupy na Facebooku i oczywiście serwera Discord. Jeśli masz na to ochotę, zaglądnij na kanał mojej żony, gdzie ja trzymam kamerę, a ona wykonuje całą pracę. Pamiętam już, co miałem Ci powiedzieć. Cokolwiek się stanie, nie dotykaj